Hello, and today we're going to go over Pinterest a little bit more in depth. I've been getting a lot of questions about what Pinterest for Business is, why they should have it, and what Rich Pins is, and how they can validate that and get that onto their Pinterest account. So, first of all, my name is Nicole, and we're just going to kind of go through these tips today. So the first things first is why even have Pinterest for Business? Like, what is it? What's the drive to go and convert over to that instead of just the personal account that you normally have? And the answer to that is, there's a lot of different reasons, but one of them is in order to do any ads, they call it promoted pins in Pinterest, but to do any ads in Pinterest, you have to have a business account in Pinterest. Rich pins is something that we'll talk about more in depth later on, but in order to have and use rich pins, you have to have a business account. And also, like, if you're starting a blog or have a blog, it's very crucial to see where your traffic is coming from, see what pins you have that are being repinned the most, and see a lot of the different analytics that are in the back end of Pinterest, and they're really helpful. And I definitely recommend looking at those, viewing those, and it'll also help you figure out what pins are getting the most repinned so you can focus on those the most. And that is only available through Pinterest for Business as well. So in order to get Pinterest for Business, I'll walk you step by step on how to do that. So most of you, I'm guessing, have a personal Pinterest account right now. And in order to switch it over to a business account, first you need to log in to your Pinterest account already. So have that open, log in, have that ready to go. From there, you will want to type in business.pinterest.com into your up here at the URL. After you click that, it'll take you to this page. From there, if you don't have a Pinterest account prior and you just want to set up a business account as is, you'll want to click this red button. If you already have a personal account, you'll want to just click Convert Now. So we'll click on that here, and it'll take us to the screen. So you'll want to put in your business name. So for instance, for me, the blog that I run is called Uniquely Women. So I would just put that in. Look, it already populated it for me because I've already done this. So website would just be uniquelywomen.net, and then you'd go down and figure out your business type. For me, I'd be professional, but there's different things you can choose. You can have a local business, different brands, nonprofit, whatever it is. So you go down and click convert, and from there, basically you are done. And ready to go. And it can take, they say on Pinterest website that it can take up to 5 days for you to be approved for Pinterest for Business. But in my case, it only took a couple hours. I think it just depends. Some people said it took a couple days. But yeah, it could take, I guess, up to 5 days for it to be approved. So once you have that all set up, all ready to go, now we're going to talk more about rich pins and what that is. Basically, rich pins it's honestly a pin, but it's more in depth. So I've already taken the liberty and opened up a couple and show you the difference between one that has rich pins and one that doesn't. So we'll look at first one that doesn't. This is just a standard pin that you probably see quite a bit. So you have your standard likes, and you can pin it, whatever. You go down to the bottom and you can visit the website. Great. It has your typical, these are the boards it gets pinned to, yada, yada. So if you go to, back to where we came from. So this is a rich pin. So you can see the difference. If you go to the top, it doesn't have the title or anything at the top of this at all. Or where it came from, where the original source was from. And that's the biggest thing that you want to have when you have a pin. If it gets repinned and repinned and repinned, you're not going to be able to find the original source as easily as when you have rich pins. See, it tells you exactly where it came from. It has the title, and then it also, like for a recipe, it has her name. So this is the gal that originally posted it. Has a link to go directly to her website right where the recipe is from. And then you can also follow her on Pinterest. So not only can it take you directly to this recipe, but it can also take you directly to her. Well, it won't take you there. I'll just follow her automatically, which is what you want. You want more followers. So if someone sees like a recipe or another article that you wrote and they like it, they can just hit follow, simple as that, and they're done. So what happens with rich pins is once it's all set up, it populates this from your website. It populates your ingredients already for a recipe. It populates the description and everything. And it just looks a lot better even too. Let's go back to, So I just was looking for a chicken recipe is what I typed in. So for instance, this is hers. And it has, you'll notice the ones that have rich pins right here, it says this is in Dust Bunnies. That is how you know if it's a rich pin. So honestly, a lot of the recipes do. So let's go down to ones that don't. I can't remember where I got that one from. Let's see. So this one, see, it does not have a description or title here at all. So you can't even see who it's from or anything like that. So yeah. So with rich pins too, I'm sure you guys have seen where you can have buyable pins. Okay, let's go here. So these are all rich pins, and you can actually buy through these. So if I can open up one, let's see. Let's see, what is this? Oh, it's a flour sock tower. So yeah, you can buy this, add to bag, simple as that. So yeah, you can have buyable pins too if that's what you offer, if you offer products. So yeah, a lot of different reasons why you should have rich pins. Okay, so the first thing you'll want to do to get rich pins onto your website for WordPress, and we'll go back. So this is the back end. I already have this up to my website. So what you'll do, you'll need to go and have the Yoast SEO plugin installed. So if you don't already have it installed, you would just go to add new, look it up, look up Yoast SEO, and it'll show you that I already have it installed, so it's already active. But if you didn't have it active, you would click install, and then when it's done, you'd hit activate. So in my instance, I already have it installed, so I'd go to my installed plugins. I'd go down to my Yoast SEO, and what you'll need to do is go to settings. And at the top, they'll have these different tabs. You'll go over to features, and you'll want this advanced settings pages. You'll want it enabled, so make sure it's enabled, and that's the only thing you'll need to do with that. Okay, so then what you'll need to do is, I'm going to open it right now. There's a rich pins validator. Let's bring it over here. So I can send you guys, I'll drop the link below and get you guys this information. So after you're done with that, you'll go to this rich pins validator. I'll tell you what we already did the Yoast SEO. So all this is pretty much done. All you need to do is get a URL from your website, so it can just be any post. So for instance, we'll just take this URL, copy it, bring it over here, enter it in here, and click validate. And then what it'll do is it'll come up with a pop-up that says apply now. And then your site's domain and HTML tags will pop up, and you'll just click apply now again. So there'll be 2 times you'll click apply now, and that is it. And now you wait again. So like we talked about before, you will wait to get approved for Pinterest for Business, and you will also have to wait a little bit to get approved for rich pins. They say it could take up to a week on the Pinterest website, but mine got approved. My rich pins got approved in 5 minutes. So it just kind of depends. But yeah, that is all. I mean, it's super simple to set up. That's all you need to do. So now you've learned how to set up your Pinterest for Business account and also your Rich Pins. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.